They say the Rocky Mountains are the backbone of North America, stretching over 3,000 miles from Canada all the way down to New Mexico. For centuries, these mountains have stood as silent witnesses to history, ancient, rugged, and endlessly imposing. People have told stories about their peaks and valleys, about the challenges and mysteries hidden among the rocks and forests. Yet, no matter how much you learn, the Rockies keep surprising you. They're more than just a mountain range. They are a place where nature's forces have sculpted landscapes that seem almost otherworldly. Majestic peaks rise sharply against the sky, rivers rush through deep canyons, and expansive wilderness stretches as far as the eye can see. The Rockies have shaped cultures, economies, and adventures for generations, offering both danger and refuge. Here, every ridge tells a story of ice and time, where glaciers once carved the valleys and storms continue to reshape the land. Welcome to the Rocky Mountains, a place where the raw power of nature meets moments of quiet awe. A place where the horizon feels endless and the air tastes like freedom. What secrets do these mountains hold? What lessons do they whisper to those who listen? Stay with me, because what you're about to discover in the Rockies goes beyond breathtaking views. It's a journey into the heart of wilderness itself. So, let's begin a journey more captivating than ever before. Within the Canadian Rockies, Banff National Park reveals towering peaks that dominate the skyline, casting long shadows over deep valleys. Glaciers, moving at a slow, relentless pace, supply the striking blue waters of the park's lakes, which capture reflections of the Rocky Heights. When winter arrives, the landscape transforms into a vast expanse of snow and ice, demanding survival skills from every living creature. Animals such as elk and mountain goats navigate precarious cliffs and thick forests, relying on instinct and experience passed down through generations. Rivers, born from melting ice, carve deep gorges over thousands of years, exposing layers of rock that chronicle Earth's history. Resilient vegetation like coniferous trees and tough alpine shrubs endure nutrient-poor soils and harsh weather conditions. Climate shifts dramatically with altitude, creating distinct habitats that sustain a wide range of wildlife species and ecological interactions. Sudden storms race through mountain passes, altering conditions rapidly and forcing animals to adapt quickly or seek shelter. Freeze-thaw cycles break down rocks and soil, subtly reshaping the landscape over time through erosion and fracturing. Migratory species depend on Banff as a vital passageway, ensuring genetic diversity and population health across regions. Rugged terrain presents constant challenges, yet it also offers calm rivers and lakes ideal for peaceful recreational kayaking and boating experiences. Exposed rock formations tell the story of shifting continents and ancient climates, revealing the planet's dynamic past. Wind and weather continuously sculpt the landscape, complementing the glacier's slow work in molding Banff's scenery. Even in the most remote mountain areas, climbers must constantly adjust to unpredictable weather shifts that impact their safety and progress. Adaptation is the key to survival here, where organisms evolve strategies to endure and flourish amid relentless environmental pressures. Now, before we move on to the next destination, here's a fun question for you. How many countries does the Rocky Mountain Range stretch across? Comment your guess. The Snake River runs for more than 1,000 miles through the northwestern United States. It starts in Yellowstone National Park, flowing through mountains, deserts, and wide valleys before joining the Columbia River. Thousands of years ago, volcanic eruptions and massive floods shaped the river's deep canyons and waterfalls. Native American tribes like the Shoshone and Nez Perce lived along the river, relying on its salmon for food. In 1805, the explorers Lewis and Clark followed the Snake River during their journey to find a route to the Pacific Ocean. Later, miners and settlers arrived, and farmers began using the river's water to irrigate fields in an area known as Magic Valley. The river's flow varies greatly throughout the year, influenced by snowmelt from mountain peaks and seasonal rains. Some salmon still return every year, traveling over 900 miles from the ocean to their spawning grounds high in the mountains of Idaho. The Snake River is valued for its natural beauty, recreational opportunities, and importance to local agriculture. If you are watching this, please click the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. It's completely free, but means a lot to us. A waterfall dropping from a height of 373 meters creates one of the tallest cascades in all of Canada. Its flow is mainly fed by melting glacial ice from the daily glacier, especially in spring and early summer months. The powerful rush of water has carved steep cliffs and shaped the surrounding rock formations over thousands of years. Mist and humidity from the falling water create a persistent fog that influences the plant life growing nearby. The limestone bedrock around the falls shows clear signs of erosion and geological changes typical for Yoho National Park. Visitors often stand silently at the viewing platforms, captivated by the immense power and beauty of the falling water. As snow and ice melt in spring, the water volume increases rapidly, producing loud echoes throughout the valley. The terrain around the waterfall consists of alpine meadows and dense coniferous forests, supporting diverse ecosystems. This natural landmark stands as evidence of ongoing geological processes and climate variations shaping the mountain landscape. Around 12,000 years ago, massive glaciers carved through rock and ice, forming the deep basin that became Jenny Lake. Now part of Grand Teton National Park, the lake is known for its stunning scenery, peaceful trails, and crystal-clear reflections. It stretches across more than 1,100 acres and reaches depths of over 250 feet, quiet on the surface, but massive below. A popular loop trail circles the shoreline, while more adventurous hikers head into Cascade Canyon through towering mountain walls. Its name honors a Shoshone woman named Jenny, who once lived in the area with her family many years ago. Scientists have studied the lake's water and found it to be among the cleanest of any in the United States. Stunning natural scenes unfold where rugged peaks rise sharply and ancient glaciers have slowly carved out sweeping mountain basins. Rivers and creeks snake through thick woodlands, shaping hillsides and nourishing the valleys as they descend from higher ground. In many places, cascades drop over stone ledges, releasing cool mist that feeds mosses, shrubs, and wildflowers nearby. Snow lingers on the tallest summits long after spring arrives, feeding clear alpine streams that support a wide range of life. Forests of spruce, pine, and cedar stretch across the slopes, offering refuge to elk, bears, and other mountain-dwelling animals. The high terrain reveals deep-cut valleys and jagged ridgelines that tell stories of ancient glacial force. A web of trails connects these ecosystems, winding softly through forests, meadows, and along mountain edges. Still lakes, tucked into quiet corners of the landscape, reflect the snow-dusted peaks in their calm, glassy surfaces. Each season reshapes the scenery, lush and green in summer, golden in fall, and silent under blankets of winter snow. Curving mountain roads lead travelers through changing elevations, each turn offering sweeping views of cliffs, rivers, and endless sky. Narrow streams carve delicate lines into rock and soil, gradually altering the terrain with every passing year. Though many glaciers are shrinking, their frozen weight still presses on the land, continuing a process millions of years old. Hardy plants and resilient animals survive here despite the cold, wind, and steep terrain, each uniquely adapted to this wild world. The landscape endures, wild and powerful, offering a rare sense of wonder to those who pause to take it in. High up in Idaho's Sawtooth Mountains lies a stunning lake called Redfish Lake. Stretching long and narrow beneath towering, rugged peaks, it's considered one of the most scenic places in the entire state. Just 5 miles south of the tiny mountain town of Stanley, the lake sits at an elevation above 6,500 feet. Its name honors the bright red sockeye salmon that once filled the lake each year as they returned to spawn. People come to paddle, swim, and hike near its shore, especially in summer when the cold water feels crisp and clean. A ferry operated by Redfish Lake Lodge allows easy access across the lake, connecting both sides of the shoreline. Is Redfish Lake on your travel list now? Leave a 2 if you've been there, or a 4 if it just jumped to the top of your must-see spots. Loveland Pass winds through the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, reaching an elevation of nearly 12,000 feet above sea level. At this height, the air feels thin, crisp, and cold even in summer. Snow can still be seen along the slopes. The pass cuts through the Continental Divide, where water on one side flows to the Atlantic and on the other to the Pacific. Mountains rise sharply in every direction, their jagged ridgelines etched against the sky like a frozen ocean wave. Avalanche danger is real here, and the route can close suddenly when conditions become unsafe. The treeless alpine zone is harsh and exposed, shaped by fierce winds and long, bitter winters. Views from the summit stretch for miles, showing layer upon layer of peaks fading into the distance. Loveland Pass stands as one of the highest mountain passes in Colorado that remains open year-round, weather permitting. The area is not only a transportation route, but also a striking example of alpine geology and ecology. Whether covered in snow or glowing under a summer sky, Loveland Pass leaves a lasting impression of Colorado's mountain beauty. The Flathead River flows through the rugged beauty of northwestern Montana, carving its path between mountains, forests, and wide valleys. It begins high in the Canadian Rockies and winds south into the United States, eventually feeding into Flathead Lake, largest natural freshwater lake west of the Mississippi. The river is divided into three main forks: north, middle, and south, each with its own character and landscape. Clear, cold water rushes through narrow canyons and open plains, supporting ecosystems full of fish, birds, and other wildlife. Much of the river's upper stretches remain wild, protected by the Bob Marshall Wilderness and nearby public lands. The Middle Fork forms part of the boundary for Glacier National Park, where steep cliffs rise above the water and snowmelt feeds the current. In some areas, the water runs smooth and deep, while in others, rapids churn over boulders and fallen logs. The river plays an essential role in the region's ecology, economy, and identity, supporting both wildlife and communities. Anglers are drawn to the Flathead River for its native trout, especially the rare and protected bull trout. Flathead River's water quality is among the best in the country, thanks in part to low population density and strong conservation efforts. Snowmelt from surrounding mountains provides most of the river's flow, keeping it cool and steady through much of the year. Tributaries from glacial streams and underground springs add to its clarity and coldness, even in midsummer. We gather info from many sources. If you spot anything off or have something to add, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. The word Sunwapta comes from the Stony indigenous language and translates to turbulent water, an accurate description of these forceful falls. Situated within Jasper National Park in Alberta, Sunwapta Falls is a dramatic and beautiful waterfall along the famed Icefields Parkway. The falls are divided into two sections, Upper and Lower Sunwapta Falls. Just steps from the road, the upper falls plunge nearly 18 meters through a tight limestone canyon, making them easily accessible and awe-inspiring. Those seeking a quieter experience can follow a short trail to the lower falls, tucked deeper in the forest and offering a peaceful setting. One of the most striking features is how the Sunwapta River splits around a small island before crashing into the gorge, creating a powerful and memorable view. At the height of late spring and summer, the falls roar with intensity as the glacier-fed river swells with runoff. The forest stretches across the Bitterroot Mountains, the Sapphire Range, and parts of the Continental Divide, offering a wide range of scenic terrain. Named after the historic Lolo Trilance used by indigenous peoples and later by the Lewis and Clark expedition, it carries both ecological and cultural significance. It includes vast wilderness zones, miles of trails for hiking and biking, and countless chances for camping, fishing, hunting, and wildlife observation. Well-known rivers like the Clark Fork, Blackfoot, and Bitterroot run through the forest, attracting visitors with world-class fly fishing and scenic rafting routes. This expansive natural area is home to diverse wildlife, such as elk, mule deer, black bears, moose, and the occasional gray wolf. Tucked within the world's second-largest dark sky preserve, Jasper National Park lies at the heart of the Canadian Rockies' largest protected area. Located in Alberta, Jasper is the biggest national park in the Canadian Rockies, spanning over 11,000 square kilometers of wilderness. The landscape is dominated by towering mountain peaks, sprawling ice fields, and ancient glaciers, most notably the Columbia Icefield. Brilliant blue lakes like Maligne and Medicine showcase the park's mineral-rich waters. Rivers, glaciers, and mountain lakes shape the landscape, flowing through valleys carved over thousands of years by ice and time. Athabasca Falls thunders through a narrow canyon where powerful glacial waters carve into ancient rock with relentless force. This vast ecosystem is home to caribou, moose, bighorn sheep, elk, mountain goats, wolves, and bears. Before dinosaurs, before trees, even before the sky held oxygenthes, ancient rocks had already taken shape. The Tetons carry tales that reach back nearly 3 billion years in Earth's long history. Welcome to Grand Teton National Park, among the most ancient landscapes. Set in northwestern Wyoming, the park spans more than 310,000 acres of wilderness. The Teton Range shoots up from the plain, with Grand Teton rising tallest over 13,700 feet into the air. Glaciers once carved these ridges, and today, small remnants of ice cling to the highest slopes. Far below, the Snake River winds through grassy meadows and thick forest, feeding both land and life. This region has sheltered people for more than 11,000 years. The Shoshone and other native tribes lived here, hunting game and finding refuge. In the 1800s, fur traders arrived, lured by the promise of valuable pelts. Later, settlers and explorers came, inspired by the raw wilderness of the valley. In 1929, this land was protected as a national park, with new sections added over time. Is there a region or country you're curious to explore next? Let us know, and we'll uncover it together in an upcoming video. From April to June, melting snow reveals green valleys returns to reclaim this peaceful mountain wilderness. Kananaskis country spans 4,000 kilometers quadrad of multi-use land just west of Calgary, nestled in Alberta's eastern slopes of the Rockies. Jagged mountains and winding rivers shape a landscape offering serene lake walks and steep, adventurous alpine climbs. Spring brings fresh energy to Kananaskis, as wildflowers bloom and clear skies brighten the rugged alpine scenery. Birdsong, animal tracks, and flowing streams replace winter's silence as the forest awakens with quiet, steady movement. Kananaskis comes from the Stony Nakota language, showing the area's deep indigenous roots before it became a park system. In winter, snow blankets the region, offering cross-country trails and quiet snowshoeing through forests. Winding gently through the West Elk Mountains, Kebler Pass offers one of Colorado's most breathtaking seasonal drives each autumn. Towering aspen groves, some of the largest in the country, turn brilliant gold, lighting up the valley floor and hillsides. At an elevation of 10,007 feet, the pass cuts through Gunnison National Forest, surrounded by alpine views in every direction. Few roads match its beauty in fall, when entire hillsides shimmer with golden leaves against deep green evergreens. Though gravel, the road is well graded and suitable for most two-wheel drive vehicles from late spring through early November. Connecting the artsy mountain town of Crested Butte with quiet Paonia, this 30-mile route makes for a memorable backcountry journey. Unlike other high mountain roads, Kebler Pass remains relatively mellow, with gentle grades and a 30 miles per hour speed limit. Nestled just beyond the main road, Lake Irwin and Lost Lake reflect surrounding peaks in their still, crystal-clear waters. Thanks to minimal development, the area feels wild and remote, despite being accessible to most types of vehicles. During summer, thick forests provide cool shade for trails and campsites. By early October, the aspen canopy reaches its peak, and every curve in the road reveals another glowing hillside. With every turn, the views open up to reveal distant peaks, forested ridges, and flashes of red, gold, and orange. For those seeking solitude, numerous dispersed campsites are tucked quietly along side roads and forest openings. Whether you drive it for the colors, the quiet, or the cool mountain breeze, Kebler Pass always delivers something unforgettable. Sunlight Basin is a remarkably scenic region tucked away in the wilds of Wyoming. This isolated landscape is surrounded by dramatic peaks and abundant wildlife. At every bend, nature displays its raw beauty in ways few places can match. As the clouds parted, sunlight poured across the entire valley, inspiring the name that still endures today. In the early 1900s, it was the site of Lee City, a bustling mining town where gold, silver, and copper were extracted. The region is well known for its striking geology, as the Absaroka Mountains are remnants of long-extinct volcanic activity. Travelers will notice rugged cliffs, dark volcanic rock, and sharp ridges that tell a story millions of years old. These landforms highlight the area's powerful geological past, shaped by fire and erosion. Sunlight Basin remains a dream destination for those drawn to natural wonder. Located in eastern British Columbia, Mount Robson Provincial Park borders Alberta and forms part of the Canadian Rocky Mountains. Its most famous landmark, Mount Robson, rises to 3,954 meters and is the highest peak in the entire Canadian Rockies. The park features towering cliffs, hanging glaciers, alpine meadows, and deep valleys carved by ancient ice and rivers. From a spring near Mount Robson, the Fraser River begins its long journey across British Columbia toward the Pacific Ocean. Established in 1913, this park is one of British Columbia's oldest and is part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Berg Lake, known for its milky turquoise color and views of Robson Glacier, draws nature lovers and photographers alike. Weather conditions can shift rapidly here, with snow often blanketing high elevations even during summer months. Mount Robson Provincial Park remains a powerful symbol of wilderness, geology, and alpine beauty in Western Canada. More than 10,000 years ago, a massive glacier shaped Payette Lake, a hidden alpine gem in Idaho's mountain wilderness. This towering glacier measured nearly 1,000 feet tall and over 2.5 miles wide, slowly carving the deep basin we see today. Now, Payette Lake spans more than 5,300 acres and rests about 5,000 feet above sea level in the high country. Its deepest point reaches nearly 400 feet, making it one of Idaho's most dramatic and pristine mountain lakes. Half of its shoreline lies within Ponderosa State Park, 1,000 acres of forest, trails, and peaceful sandy coves. People visit to camp under tall pines, walk quiet wooded paths, and boat across water framed by snowy mountain peaks. Native American tribes once lived along the lake for thousands of years, fishing and staying closely connected to the land. In the 1860s, gold was discovered nearby, attracting miners and settlers to the rugged landscape of central Idaho. The town of McCall eventually rose on the lake's southern edge and became a hub for seasonal adventure. A local legend also claims a serpent-like creature named Charlie lives in the lake's cold, shadowy depths. Palisades Reservoir spans nearly 16,000 acres, nestled deep within the rugged beauty of the Rocky Mountains' scenic landscape. Stretching about 18 miles along the Snake River, the lake runs from Palisades Dam to the town of Alpine, Wyoming. With roughly 70 miles of shoreline, the reservoir features sandy banks, quiet inlets, and grassy open spaces ideal for relaxation. The land around the reservoir is full of life. You might spot elk, black bears, or even mountain lions roaming nearby. For nature lovers, the area provides peaceful moments and unforgettable chances to witness animals in their natural surroundings. There are 9 designated campgrounds, with 181 family campsites, perfect for spending a few days beside the quiet water. In autumn, the whole area transforms as trees and bushes turn bright orange, gold, and red, a truly magical sight that draws visitors every year. This seasonal transformation draws visitors each year, eager to witness autumn's brief but breathtaking show over the reservoir. The Henry's Fork is a 127-mile-long river in southeastern Idaho, also known as the North Fork of the Snake River. Its journey begins at Henry's Lake in Big Springs, where nearly 500,000 gallons of cold, fresh water flow through it each day. The consistently cool water supports a rich aquatic ecosystem. As it travels south, the river winds through the Caribou-Targhee National Forest before filling the Island Park Reservoir, which is important for irrigation in the area. From there, the river flows past 2 beautiful waterfalls called Upper Mesa Falls and Lower Mesa Falls, where visitors can stop to enjoy the stunning views. The Henry's Fork is especially popular with anglers because it offers excellent trout fishing, especially in the clear waters during the spring spawning season. Along the riverbank, visitors may catch a glimpse of trumpeter swans moving silently through the surrounding habitat. The river eventually joins the Snake River near Rexburg, forming a vast delta filled with fertile channels and wetlands. Combining geology, wildlife, and outdoor recreation, Henry's Fork stands out as a remarkable feature in Idaho's diverse landscape. Stanley may be a small town, but it's surrounded by some of the most dramatic scenery found anywhere in Idaho. Tucked deep in the Sawtooth Valley, it sits beneath jagged peaks and endless skies that seem to stretch forever. Fur trappers first passed through in the 1820s, but the lack of beavers led them to leave the area behind. Later, in the 1860s, gold seekers led by Captain John Stanley explored the region. His name stuck even though gold didn't. The town wasn't officially recognized until 1919, when maps were drawn and its streets were formally established. For decades, Stanley has served as a meeting place in this remote part of Idaho, where neighbors often live far apart. In 2005, it gained attention statewide by electing a 22-year-old the youngest mayor in Idaho's recorded history. Thousands of visitors arrived in 2017 to witness the total solar eclipse beneath Stanley's famously clear mountain skies. As part of the Central Idaho Dark Sky Reserve, the town is known for its incredibly bright, star-filled nights. Towering northeast of Albuquerque, the Sandia Mountains form a bold 30-mile range that merges southward into the Manzano Mountains. Situated mostly within Cibola National Forest, the range peaks at 10,678 feet at Sandia Crest, a high ridge marked by broadcasting towers. The name Sandia, meaning watermelon in Spanish, may refer to either the pink hue of the granite or early squash crops once grown nearby. Prehistoric findings in the area, such as artifacts from Sandia Man, suggest human presence as far back as 23,000 BCE. Deeply rooted in Tiwa-speaking Pueblo beliefs, the mountains represent the sacred southern edge of ancestral territory. Accessible by road, the crest has become a popular viewpoint for travelers seeking panoramic vistas of central New Mexico. A short wildflower trail beginning at the summit lot winds through sunny openings in shaded forest, showcasing the area's natural variety. Owl Creek Pass winds through the rugged landscapes of southwestern Colorado, offering incredible views and quiet mountain beauty. Located in the Uncompahgre National Forest, the pass connects the towns of Ridgway and Cimarron across a remote and scenic route. The road climbs above 10,000 feet, passing through dense aspen groves, pine forests, and wide alpine meadows along the way. In autumn, the trees explode with brilliant gold and orange colors, making it one of Colorado's top fall drives. The road is mostly gravel, but it is usually passable for most vehicles from late spring to early fall. Though it feels far from modern life, this area is deeply tied to film history and Western lore. The surrounding forest is rich with wild flowers in summer and blanketed in snow in the long winter months. The air at this elevation is crisp and cool, even in July, making it a welcome escape from summer heat. Hidden within the Little Belt Mountains near the town of Nyhart in Meagher County, this site remains a peaceful reminder of Montana's rich mining heritage. The Alta mine is a lesser-known yet significant landmark from the region's silver mining boom. It played an important role during the prosperous silver rush of the late 1800s and early 1900s. Established in the 1880s, the mine emerged amid a surge of prospectors searching for silver, lead, and other valuable minerals. The surrounding area quickly grew into a bustling mining district, with Nyhart expanding as miners, traders, and investors arrived. Alta mine became one of the most productive sites in the region, extracting silver, lead, zinc, and copper, while supporting the local economy. Today, the Alta mine stands as a symbol of Montana's mining history, offering insight into the struggles and successes of those who shaped the state's early economy. Nestled in the western Canadian Rockies, Yoho National Park showcases towering peaks, vast ice fields, and deep glacier-carved valleys. Located in British Columbia, the park spans more than 1,300 square kilometers and forms part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Takakkaw Falls, one of Canada's tallest waterfalls, plunges over a high cliff in a thunderous display of glacial meltwater. The vivid turquoise of Emerald Lake comes from finely ground rock particles suspended in the water, giving it a striking hue. The Kicking Horse River roars through limestone canyons, carving natural bridges and shaping the valley floor over thousands of years. Snowmelt from these peaks feeds the rivers and lakes, supporting life throughout the park's ecosystems. Massive rock slides and ice movement continue to alter the terrain, leaving behind talus fields and steep avalanche chutes. With fewer crowds than neighboring parks, Yoho offers a more peaceful and rugged experience of the Canadian Rockies. Trails lead to high alpine passes, glacier viewpoints, and quiet lake shores that feel far removed from modern civilization. Logan Pass marks the highest elevation along Glacier National Park's iconic Going to the Sunday Road. It stands at roughly 6,646 feet above sea level. The pass provides breathtaking views of nearby peaks, deep valleys, and wide alpine meadows. Many popular trails begin here, including the scenic Hidden Lake Overlook route. Early summer brings bursts of colorful wildflowers that brighten the slopes surrounding the pass. Visitors frequently spot mountain goats, marmots, and other animals roaming through the open terrain. Snow often lingers into late spring, so access to the road can be limited until it melts. For those touring Glacier National Park, Logan Pass remains a highlight not to be missed. Estes Park is a picturesque mountain town nestled in the heart of the Rockies, serving as an ideal gateway to Rocky Mountain National Park. The area's story begins with the Arapaho people, who spent their summers in the valley long before settlers arrived. Founded in 1859 by Joel Estes, the town quickly gained attention among those seeking adventure and mountain air. Griff Evans, an early resident, saw its potential and offered lodging, hunting trips, and guided climbs to eager visitors. By the late 19th century, figures like Lord Dunraven and Isabella Bird helped draw national interest to the remote region. Its stunning surroundings and easy access to alpine terrain made Estes Park a favorite for nature lovers. In 1915, efforts by conservationist Enos Mills helped establish Rocky Mountain National Park, with Estes Park as its front door. Though faced with major floods in 1982 and again in 2013, the town has endured and continues to celebrate its history and scenery. Independence Pass ranks among Colorado's most breathtaking mountain routes, climbing to an elevation of 12,095 feet. It marks the high point of the top of the Rockies Scenic Byway, linking Twin Lakes Village with the town of Aspen. This mountain corridor has served as a key entrance to the Roaring Fork Valley for many generations. Once known as Hunter Pass, it crosses the Continental Divide within the rugged Sawatch Range of the Rocky Mountains. Due to deep snow, the pass shuts down each winter, cutting off direct travel to Aspen from the eastern side. In the summer and fall, travelers are treated to sweeping alpine views, steep trails, and excellent climbing opportunities. Its story dates back to 1806, when explorer Zebulon Pike first recorded the area, and was further mapped in 1873. The name Independence Pass honors the gold seekers who crossed it on the 4th of July, 1879. Named after the famous turquoise lake nearby, The village of Lake Louise is smaller and more peaceful than Banff. Originally founded in 1890 as Logan Station, it began as a remote railway stop at the end of the Canadian Pacific Line. The village now offers various dining and lodging choices, along with a grocery store, bakery, deli, gear shop, and a visitor center. Nestled deep within the Canadian Rockies, Lake Louise has become a legendary spot for outdoor adventure, with world-class skiing and trails just beyond the village edge. Multiple trails start from the lake's shore. One easy option follows the lakeside path, where you can pause at a tall waterfall or watch climbers scale nearby cliffs. Glacial streams feed into the lake's far end, where shades of deep blue and icy green shimmer across the surface. As temperatures drop, Lake Louise transforms into a stunning winter landscape straight out of a postcard. This brilliant turquoise lake rests in the Valley of the Ten Peaks, surrounded by rugged mountains and alpine beauty. Ten sharp summits create a stunning backdrop, especially seen from the elevated Moraine Lake rockpile viewpoint. At about 1,885 meters elevation, the lake's vibrant color comes from glacial silt suspended in its clear waters. On warm days, canoes glide across the smooth surface, while hikers explore nearby trails like Larch Valley and Consolation Lakes. The surrounding landscape features alpine forests and meadows that change dramatically with the seasons each year. In 1962, Canada featured this iconic scene on its $20 bill, making Moraine Lake a national symbol. In winter, Moraine Lake is frozen and peaceful beneath snow, while summer brings vibrant colors and lively outdoor activities. Fall Creek Falls is a stunning natural treasure in Idaho, where a gentle creek cascades over rocky ledges into the Snake River below. This waterfall flows into the Snake River, nestled within the scenic Caribou National Forest of Idaho. Over time, the waterfall has carved out mossy caves that visitors can wade into, experiencing the shimmering spray up close. Visitors can access the falls by hiking down from the top, or for thrill seekers, a rope trail leads down the steep hillside. For waterfall enthusiasts, Fall Creek Falls is an essential stop when exploring Idaho's natural beauty. Located at around 5,280 feet above sea level, the falls plunge about 60 feet into the Snake River, spreading wide to create natural fountains on either side. The site is typically uncrowded, offering a quiet and serene atmosphere for visitors. Maligne Lake is famous for Spirit Island, a small island only accessible by boat or canoe, and one of the most photographed locations in Canada. Located 44 kilometers southeast of the town of Jasper in Jasper National Park, it is Alberta's largest glacial lake, stretching over 22 kilometers. The lake's vibrant turquoise waters, colored by fine rock flour sediment, reflect the surrounding snow-capped peaks of the Maligne Mountains. Visitors can paddle along the lake's calm surface, take guided excursions, or hike the Mary Sheffer Loop Trail for stunning panoramic views. Over the past 125 years, the Athabasca Glacier has steadily retreated, exposing rocky moraines that reflect the harsh reality of climate change. Flowing from the Columbia Icefield into Jasper National Park, this massive tongue of ice spans nearly 6 kilometers in length and reaches up to 100 meters thick. Recognized as one of North America's most accessible glaciers, visitors can board Ice Explorer vehicles to travel across its icy surface. Along the route, metal markers show where the glacier once extended, offering a striking illustration of its dramatic retreat over time. Near the glacier, the glass-floored skywalk allows you to observe both the vast glacier and the rugged valley far below. Athabasca is one of 6 outlet glaciers from the Columbia Icefield, resting atop a triple divide that feeds 3 major oceans. The glacier thins by roughly 5 meters each year and has lost more than half its volume. Just 16 miles from Ashton, Mesa Falls stands out as one of the most breathtaking natural sights in all of Idaho. This incredible waterfall is actually split into 2 impressive sections, the towering Upper Mesa Falls and the scenic Lower Mesa Falls. The Upper Falls steals the spotlight by plunging 114 feet and spreading out over 200 feet in impressive width. Visitors can reach the most stunning viewpoints easily by strolling along a well-maintained wooden boardwalk that hugs the canyon edge. If you arrive on a clear, sunny morning, there's often a rainbow dancing in the misty spray of the waterfall. The Middle Fork Flathead River winds powerfully through remote, rugged terrain, marking the wild eastern edge of Glacier National Park. Its fast-moving waters cut through narrow canyons and wide valleys, offering some of Montana's most thrilling whitewater rafting experiences. Unlike other rivers bordered by roads or towns, this stretch remains largely undeveloped, helping preserve its clear waters and untouched surroundings. This river serves as a crucial migration corridor, allowing animals to move between key habitats throughout the surrounding mountain wilderness. Wildfires have long influenced this region, clearing out dense vegetation and fostering ecological renewal along the riverbanks over time. Set beneath the dramatic silhouettes of Crowfoot Mountain and Mount Thompson, Bow Lake shines with a milky turquoise color created by glacial rock flour flowing from the active Bow Glacier. Resting at 1,920 meters above sea level, this beautiful lake is located along the iconic Icefields Parkway in Banff National Park and marks the source of the Bow River. In summer, its surrounding meadows bloom with alpine flora, while pine grosbeaks flutter in the trees and mountain goats traverse steep slopes. An easy loop offers a walk around the shoreline, while a tougher trail climbs toward Wilcox Pass for sweeping views of distant ice fields. Paddling across Bow Lake offers complete tranquility, but even travelers stopping briefly at roadside viewpoints are rewarded with world-class scenery worth capturing. On still days, the lake's glassy surface mirrors the surrounding peaks, adding another layer of beauty to its already dramatic setting. Boreas Pass climbs to 11,481 feet, crossing the Continental Divide between Park and Summit counties in central Colorado. Originally called Breckenridge Pass, it helped guide miners and wagons toward gold-rich camps in the 1860s. The road you drive today wasn't always a road. Trains once climbed this same mountain on narrow-gauge tracks. By 1882, the Denver, South Park, and Pacific Railroad had carved a line through the harsh terrain using sheer manpower. That rail line battled snowdrifts, avalanches, and freezing winds before closing in 1937 after decades of service. Once the snow falls, Boreas Pass becomes a playground for cross-country skiers seeking solitude and panoramic alpine views. Parts of the original railroad bed remain visible, alongside the ruins of cabins built for hardy railroad workers. Although modern vehicles can now cross the pass, the gravel road keeps its rugged personality and remote feeling intact. Aspen trees line the way in fall, their golden leaves lighting up the hillsides with a color that doesn't feel real. In summer, the road attracts drivers and cyclists alike, each chasing cooler air and quiet landscapes above treeline. The wind still howls at the summit, just like it did when steam engines puffed across this same exposed ridge. Snow fences and weathered telegraph poles stand as reminders that this route has always demanded respect. There's no fee, no visitor center, no paved shoulders, just the raw experience of the high Rockies and their past. Boreas Pass doesn't offer thrills in the modern sense, but its silence and scale leave a different kind of lasting impression. If you're looking for a Colorado drive that tells its story without needing to explain itself, this is one worth taking. Wolf Creek Pass reaches an elevation of 10,857 feet and crosses the rugged terrain of the San Juan Mountains. This mountain pass connects the towns of South Fork and Pagosa Springs, providing a vital transportation route through Colorado. Drivers encounter steep grades and sharp curves that require careful navigation along the winding highway. Scenic viewpoints along the pass offer expansive vistas of towering peaks and deep valleys stretching for miles. The road follows an old historic route that was essential for miners and settlers during Colorado's mining boom. Payette Lake, nestled high in Banff National Park, boasts a vibrant turquoise hue caused by glacial rock flowers suspended in its waters. From the Bow Summit viewpoint, the lake's unique shape strikingly resembles a wolf's head, making it a favorite among visitors for stunning photographs. At roughly 1,860 meters above sea level, Payette Lake receives its meltwater mainly from the slowly receding Payette Glacier nearby. The journey to the viewpoint involves a short but rewarding hike that winds through dense spruce and fir forests. On clear days, sunlight dances on the lake's surface, intensifying the dazzling blue that sets Payette apart from other mountain lakes. Unlike more crowded destinations, Payette Lake's remote setting allows visitors to enjoy moments of quiet reflection surrounded by alpine beauty. Trails branching from the lake led adventurous hikers toward Cauldron Lake, offering solitude deep within the Canadian Rockies wilderness. Although summer brings the most visitors, Payette's striking colors remain vivid under the cooler subalpine climate's influence. The surrounding forest shelters a variety of bird species, creating a lively soundtrack that complements the breathtaking landscape. From early morning mist to evening starry skies, the scenery is constantly changing, inviting visitors to explore every corner. Evidence of the glacier's slow retreat can be seen in the exposed moraines that frame the lake's edge. At times, patches of snow linger well into summer, reminding visitors of the region's high elevation and rugged conditions. Glenwood Canyon stretches for about 12 miles along the Colorado River, forming one of the most dramatic road corridors in the Rockies. Interstate 70 winds tightly through the canyon, where towering limestone walls rise more than 1,300 feet above the river below. This engineering feat blends modern infrastructure with rugged terrain, using elevated roadways and tunnels to preserve the natural landscape as much as possible. Before modern roads arrived, the Ute people and early settlers traveled the canyon by foot or horse along narrow river paths. Today, a paved bike trail runs the length of the canyon, giving cyclists and walkers easy access to incredible scenery. Hanging Lake, a short but steep trail off the canyon, leads to one of Colorado's most famous turquoise pools. The canyon also includes several rest areas with access to picnic spots, trailheads, and river views, perfect for a quiet lunch. Because of its narrow shape and geological complexity, Glenwood Canyon is prone to rock slides and closures, especially after heavy rainfall. Visitors are often surprised by how quickly the environment shifts from forested walls to dry cliffs within a short distance. Rafting the Colorado River through this stretch offers a unique view of the towering canyon walls from water level. Glenwood Canyon isn't just a scenic drive, it's a place where nature, history, and engineering come together in a constantly evolving landscape. In winter, snowfall blankets the cliffs and ledges, transforming the canyon into a rugged corridor of frozen waterfalls and icy rock faces. Constructed decades before the Flathead River earned its wild and scenic designation in 1976, the aging bridge now faces growing threats from erosion and shifting river channels. Local residents and officials have begun to push for its replacement, citing safety concerns with the narrow, outdated span. Plans for a new two-lane bridge include pedestrian access to improve safety and accessibility. Deep within Montana's Glacier National Park, the iconic Grinnell Glacier lies nestled in the Lewis Range on the northern slopes of Mount Gould. Named for conservationist George Bird Grinnell, It rests at an elevation of about 7,000 feet in the scenic Many Glacier area. Covering roughly 710 acres in 1850, the glacier has dramatically receded to just 220 acres by 1993. Nearby, Salamander Glacierons, connected to Grinnell, remains a visible remnant of the region's icy past. Climate change continues to threaten these glaciers, with experts warning that, under severe carbon emission scenarios, they could disappear entirely by 2030. For hikers and photographers alike, the journey showcases the stark beauty of the landscape while highlighting the urgent need for conservation. Exploring this glacier serves as a powerful reminder of the ongoing changes impacting the natural heritage of our planet. Berthoud Pass stands at an elevation of 11,307 feet, marking a key crossing point on the Continental Divide in Colorado. This mountain pass connects the town of Winter Park on the west side to Berthoud Springs near the Front Range. Historically, it was a vital route for miners and settlers traveling between mining camps and the growing cities below. Berthoud Pass is well known for its challenging driving conditions, especially in winter when snow can make travel tricky. The pass offers stunning views of the surrounding Rocky Mountains, with jagged peaks and alpine meadows stretching as far as the eye can see. Hikers and outdoor enthusiasts are drawn to Berthoud Pass for its numerous trails that explore the high country and nearby wilderness areas. The road across Berthoud Pass winds through forests of pine and fir, offering glimpses of wildflowers and clear mountain streams in the warmer months. Due to its high altitude, weather conditions can change rapidly, requiring travelers to be prepared for sudden shifts. The pass has been improved over the years to enhance safety, including better road surfaces and guardrails along steep sections. People frequently pause at lookout points to enjoy wide-ranging views and snap pictures of the stunning scenery. Berthoud Pass is a gateway to Colorado's high mountain terrain, blending history, adventure, and natural beauty in one remarkable location. Taos Ski Valley, located in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains of New Mexico, is a premier destination for winter sports enthusiasts. This ski resort offers challenging slopes and a variety of trails suitable for all skill levels. The village, with a population about 70, was once one of the few U.S. ski resorts to prohibit snowboarding until 2008. Jackson Hole is a quiet mountain valley where towering peaks rise above wide. Often described as the last of the Old West, it still holds a raw, untamed spirit filled with beauty and freedom. The valley stretches nearly 48 miles, with the town of Jackson located at its southern tip. Early trappers used the word hole to describe valleys like this, places reached by descending steep mountain terrain. People are drawn by the stunning scenery, outdoor lifestyle, and a vibrant culture rooted in both tradition and innovation. Grand Lake, a quiet town in Colorado's Grand County, is surrounded by stunning peaks and layered with local history. Established in 1881, the town sits at 8,369 feet beside Colorado's largest natural lake, offering unmatched alpine views. Originally a supply center for nearby mining camps, it later thrived as a gateway to Rocky Mountain National Park's west side. A lingering mystery surrounds Frederick Nicholas Salak, a murdered pioneer whose rumored hidden fortune still captures imagination. In 2020, Grand Lake endured the devastating East Troublesome Fire, one of Colorado's most destructive wildfires on record. Its subalpine climate brings cold nights year-round, with a brief summer growing season and long stretches of snow. Despite its small size, Grand Lake attracts travelers seeking quiet beauty, outdoor recreation, and a sense of mountain heritage. Crested Butte, located in the center of Gunnison County, Colorado, is a small town celebrated for its stunning mountain setting. Originally developed as a coal mining settlement, it eventually transformed into a thriving destination for skiing, biking, and outdoor recreation. The Ute people once used the East River Valley as a summer home, long before European settlers arrived in the region. During the late 1800s, silver and coal mines began operating nearby, giving rise to a number of small frontier communities. Although the silver boom faded, Crested Butte remained important by supplying neighboring mining areas with goods and services. After the coal industry collapsed, the town declined sharply, and local students had to travel elsewhere to attend school. Everything changed in the 1960s when a ski resort opened on nearby Crested Butte Mountain, reviving the town's economy. Tourism quickly grew as visitors came for the winter slopes and mountain air, giving the town a second life. now widely known as Colorado's wildflower capital, Crested Butte continues to attract adventurers, artists, and nature lovers year-round. Frisco, located in Summit County, Colorado, serves as a perfect starting point for mountain adventures and scenic exploration. Only a short drive from Denver, the town earns its nickname Main Street to the Rockies, thanks to its vibrant downtown and mountain backdrop. While nearby ski resorts attract crowds each season, Frisco holds on to its charm as a hub for year-round outdoor activity. Winter months bring opportunities for skiing, tubing, and snowshoeing, while Lake Dillon shines in summer with kayaking, boating, and fishing. Long before it became a mining center, the area was home to the Ute people, who lived closely with the land. Frisco developed through the mining boom, surviving difficult periods like the Great Depression, when its population dropped dramatically. With the rise of skiing in the 1960s, tourism flourished again, and the town began to grow into a lively alpine destination. Frisco's friendly pace and mountain surroundings continue to attract those seeking either outdoor thrills or quiet mountain relaxation. In many ways, Big Sky captures the forefront of contemporary Montana living. It offers a rare combination of pristine wilderness, exciting outdoor pursuits, and luxurious amenities, all set within one of the most breathtaking landscapes in the American West. The region is highly regarded for its top-tier ski resorts and stunning mountain vistas that draw both adventure enthusiasts and wealthy visitors seeking both comfort and excitement. Situated at the core of Big Sky Resort, the area features over 5,800 acres of expertly groomed ski terrain and a remarkable vertical drop exceeding 4,300 feet. Whether you're a seasoned skier navigating difficult slopes or a novice ready to begin, this destination competes with the best ski areas found in Colorado and Utah. After the snow disappears, the area transforms into a summer haven with hiking, mountain biking, fly fishing, rafting, and wildlife watching opportunities. With the Gallatin River winding through the landscape and numerous trails available, outdoor adventures are always accessible. Big Sky has grown into a popular retreat for celebrities and second-home buyers seeking respite from city life while indulging in upscale living. Despite its luxurious offerings, Big Sky remains faithful to Montana's essence: wild, rugged, and warmly welcoming. Perched in the Sierra Blanca Range near Ruidoso, Monjo Peak is widely known for its iconic stone observation tower, constructed in the 1930s by the Civilian Conservation Corps. Reaching the summit is possible via a dirt road or by foot, along trails like Telephone Canyon, Rodemaker Canyon, or Mills Canyon. Though beautiful, the Telephone Canyon Trail bears scars from the 2012 Little Bear Fire, with damaged forests and hard-to-follow sections. Standing at the top, the Monjo Lookout, originally built in 1936 and rebuilt in 1940, provides sweeping views of the Ruidoso region and distant mountains. As a significant landmark, the lookout belongs to the Smoky Bear Ranger District and has earned a place on the National Register of Historic Places. Those making the trip should prepare for steep dirt roads, which are typically closed in winter due to snow and ice. For the best experience, plan a summer visit when this remote peak blends natural splendor with rich historical value. Tucked high in Otero County, Cloudcroft is a scenic village within Lincoln National Forest, sitting at 8,676 feet and offering a cool escape from the surrounding desert. Its beginnings trace back to the late 1890s, when the El Paso and Northeastern Railroad reached into the Sacramento Mountains, revealing a misty, forested haven. The name itself, Cloudcroft, meaning pasture for the clouds, captures the village's stunning high-elevation setting. Travelers of the early 20th century arrived by rail and stayed at landmarks like the Pavilion or the Lodge, the latter rebuilt in 1911 and famed for its distinguished guests. While the railroad shut down in 1948, structures such as the Mexican Canyon Trestle still stand as markers of that era's legacy. Now, a year-round destination, Cloudcroft welcomes those seeking nature, culture, and charm through activities like skiing, golfing, and browsing local artisan shops. Recognized as a National Historic Landmark, Chautauqua Park is among Boulder's most treasured places, welcoming guests from around the world. Covering more than 65 acres, the park includes trails, a dining hall, playgrounds, and an auditorium beneath the Colorado Mesa. Starting in 1898, it began as a summer school, with Boulder winning the site after a tight community vote. Over time, the park added classes, cottages, and an electric rail line, becoming a center for education and relaxation. Struggling through the 1920s and Great Depression, Chautauqua saw new life after World War II with renewed public interest. In 1970, preservation efforts saved the park from demolition by placing it on the National Register of Historic Places. These days, Chautauqua features concerts, dining options, and historic cabins available for overnight stays. With help from volunteers, the park runs smoothly, offering support for events, gardens, and guided tours. Chautauqua stands as a testament to resilience, history, and community spirit. Located in La Plata County, in southwestern Colorado, Durango rests in the Animas River Valley and the San Juan Mountains. It lies near the Four Corners, where Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, and Arizona meet. Spanning about 4.37 square miles, the town is surrounded by over 2 million acres of scenic national forest land. Blending together rugged peaks, pine woods, rivers, and lakes, the local terrain offers some of Colorado's most stunning views. Durango enjoys a dry, moderate climate at 6,512 feet above sea level. Acting as a regional center, it features a college, an airport, healthcare facilities, and lively shops and eateries. The town preserves its rich history through 3 historic districts and a famous railroad. Bringing together Anglo, Hispanic, and Native American heritage, the town offers a cultural richness that sets it apart. Bayhorse is an old ghost town in Idaho, started in 1877. At its peak in the late 19th century, the town thrived with silver mining activity and a population of roughly 300 residents. They even built a refinery to turn silver ore into bars right in town. Now part of a state park, Bayhorse welcomes visitors to wander through preserved buildings and view historic mining equipment up close. Located in Archuleta County, Colorado, Pagosa Springs functions as the county's administrative center. Perched at 7,126 feet elevation, the town lies on the western slope of the Continental Divide. A distinctive combination of high desert and mountain terrain gives Pagosa Springs a mild climate with nearly 300 days of sunshine annually. Encircled by the expansive San Juan National Forest, it provides stunning scenery and many outdoor recreational opportunities. The town's name comes from its renowned geothermal springs, including the deepest hot spring found anywhere in the world. Known as the Mother Spring, it feeds both natural and developed hot pools located along the San Juan River. Several privately operated soaking facilities allow visitors to experience the healing properties of the thermal waters. Nestled in vast wilderness and rich with cultural history, Pagosa Springs offers the perfect balance of rest and adventure. Nestled in northwestern Colorado, Steamboat Springs is a lively mountain town rich in history and Western traditions. Known as a top winter hotspot, it boasts the famous Steamboat Ski Resort and Howelson Hill, where many Winter Olympians have trained. Situated in the picturesque Yampa Valley, the town lies roughly 150 miles northwest of Denver and is accessible via Yampa Valley Airport. Founded in 1900, it has grown into a lively community with a historic downtown, thriving arts scene, and year-round outdoor recreation. Flowing through the center of town, the Yampa River enhances its natural beauty and adventurous atmosphere. The indigenous Ute heritage is deeply respected here, with the town honoring the strength and culture of Native Americans. Warm hospitality, a proud historical legacy, and a dedication to preserving nature greet every visitor. Combining thrilling adventure with modern amenities, Steamboat Springs truly stands as a mountain paradise. You might be surprised to learn that Idaho Falls is the largest city in eastern Idaho, serving as a cultural and historical center. Located along the scenic Snake River, it originally began as a small settlement named Eagle Rock, after a basalt island once home to nesting eagles. Growth accelerated in the late 1800s, thanks to the construction of a wooden bridge and railroad, turning the town into a key stop for miners and settlers. The name changed to Idaho Falls in 1891, inspired by the river rapids that became peaceful waterfalls after building a hydroelectric dam. Nowadays, Idaho Falls blends historic charm with modern life, featuring inviting riverwalk trails, museums, and welcoming neighborhoods. Challenges like the nuclear accident of 1961 have tested the city, yet Idaho Falls continues to progress with resilience and optimism. Visitors interested in history, nature, or friendly community vibes will find something unique to enjoy in Idaho Falls. Originally, the town started as a modest logging settlement near Flathead Lake in the late 1800s. It gradually developed into a popular spot for artists and tourists, drawn by the surrounding natural beauty. The historic character remains intact as the community embraces a vibrant arts culture alongside numerous outdoor pursuits. an experience like no other awaits in Telluride, where adventure blends with stunning mountain scenery. Nestled within a box canyon, the town is surrounded by towering peaks, dense forests, and the famous Bridal Veil Falls. Founded in 1878, Telluride began as a silver mining camp and played a significant role in Colorado's gold rush era. Scattered remnants of old mines across the hillsides tell stories from a distant past. In recent decades, the town transformed into a premier ski destination, famous for winter sports and vibrant summer festivals like the June Hot Air Balloon Festival. Historical highlights include a bold bank robbery by Butch Cassidy in 1889 and pioneering hydroelectric power experiments that influenced modern electricity transmission. A lively art scene now flourishes alongside Telluride's historic charm, drawing visitors throughout the year. From its rich history to outdoor thrills and cultural celebrations, Telluride creates lasting memories for all who come. Built in 1910, Magic Reservoir came into existence when Magic Dam was constructed on the Big Wood River in central Idaho. Covering roughly 3,740 acres, the reservoir provides vital irrigation water for farms throughout Camas and Blaine counties. The dam itself is 128 feet high and also helps generate electricity with a power output of up to 9 megawatts. In summer, visitors enjoy boating, water skiing, and camping at one of the 9 semi-developed campgrounds around the lake. In winter, the lake freezes and becomes a popular spot for ice fishing. Birdwatchers are attracted by the chance to see trumpeter swans, tundra swans, and various birds of prey thriving in the area. More than just a water supply, Magic Reservoir serves as a serene retreat where history, nature, and community come together. Originally a popular path for early explorers, it now draws travelers eager for wildlife encounters, rest, and easy access to Yellowstone. Framed by the stunning Absaroka Mountains, this valley combines breathtaking scenery with outdoor activities, perfect for visitors wanting to experience the region's natural wonders. Standing quietly beside the Snake River, the Idaho Falls Idaho Temple is a symbol of faith and striking beauty, completed in 1945 after a wartime pause in construction. Originally announced in 1937, it became the first temple built in Idaho, designed by architect John Fetzer. who drew inspiration from the Book of Mormon. More than just a building, the temple represents community strength, enduring peace, and deep spiritual significance. Situated in the Gallatin Valley and surrounded by the impressive Bridger, Gallatin, and Madison mountain ranges, Bozeman provides an ideal mix of scenic beauty, outdoor activities, and contemporary living. Although its population is about 54,000, making it small by national standards, Bozeman excels in cultural significance, economic strength, and overall impact. Often recognized as the center of Montana's recent population surge, the city attracts newcomers from all over the United States. Housing costs have risen sharply, making Bozeman one of the priciest places to live in Montana, driven by people moving in from larger metropolitan areas like Seattle, San Francisco, and Denver. Montana State University anchors the city, infusing it with a vibrant, youthful energy focused on education, research, and innovation. The university also helps fuel a lively arts and music environment, with numerous festivals, theaters, and a bustling downtown featuring breweries, cafes, shops, and eateries. What distinguishes Bozeman above all else is its unparalleled access to outdoor adventures. Just a short drive away, visitors can enjoy world-class skiing at Bridger Bowl and excellent fly fishing along the Gallatin River. For many, Bozeman is the perfect launching point for exploring Big Sky country, where breathtaking nature meets a thriving modern community. The city continues to grow while maintaining a strong connection to its natural surroundings and active lifestyle. The Rocky Mountains stretch over 3,000 miles, offering some of the most spectacular scenery in North America. From rugged peaks and alpine lakes to deep valleys and dense forests, the landscape is endlessly diverse. Travelers can explore parts of the range in both the United States and Canada, each offering unique outdoor experiences. National parks like Banff, Glacier, Rocky Mountain, and Grand Teton showcase the region's natural beauty. Whether you're into hiking, skiing, wildlife watching, or simply soaking in mountain views, there's something here for every kind of explorer. Small towns nestled in the valleys offer charm, culture, and easy access to trails and scenic drives. The Rockies are also rich in history, from indigenous heritage to frontier stories and early conservation efforts. With every season bringing a new look to the mountains, the Rockies remain a timeless destination for nature lovers.